What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Angle of Pursuit. We're here with your sits of the week for fantasy football week number 6. We're going to talk about two running backs that we're looking to avoid this week. Obviously, the position is a mess. There's not a lot to like, so if you own one of these guys and you have to play them, like, we completely get it. But we're going to recommend a couple players that you guys should try and stay away from if you can. And I'm going to start, and I'll go with Christian McCaffrey. A guy that, Damian, you were talking about it on Twitter, like 13 carries over the past 3 weeks. That's for a guy that, you took so early in the draft, a guy you expected to be a big part of your offense. And obviously in the passing game, he's getting work. And if you're in a full PPR, he's probably a guy that you can, has a safe floor. So you could play him, but he's just not getting the volume on the ground, and he's a talented rusher. He did a lot at Stanford. I still think the Panthers' offense is kind of figuring out what they are, and until they figure it out, until they stop giving so much work to Jonathan Stewart, I think Christian McCaffrey is a guy you have to avoid.
Totally agree. I don't think this offense is meant for somebody like him. It was a little bit of a surprising pick. They clearly have no desire to make him really a feature running back. You touched on the kind of the low per carry numbers there. And getting him involved in the pass game, I mean, even so, it's just those aren't throws that Newton is comfortable making. They kind of it's so obvious when they're getting him the ball sometimes that even when he does catch it, there's just no room for him to do anything with it. And short week here. I feel he's got a very strong front seven. It's hard to imagine him kind of going off, without really having the floor of touches that you need to have, feel comfortable playing him. And I'll kind of shift over to my guy here. He's a little bit even higher end if we're talking about draft cost possibly. And it's Carlos Hyde, and it's really entirely based on what happened last week with, what do you have, 8 for 11 on the ground, basically got outsnapped by Matt Breida. And I know he had the injury. He was kind of banged up with the hip issue all week, but it seemed like Kyle Shanahan said that wasn't actually a factor. He just went with a hot hand. I don't really know what his definition of the hot hand is because Breida's numbers in the box score certainly don't look like they were hot. So I don't know what's going on there. I guess, we'll see what happens, but I can't, feel comfortable throwing him out there because I don't know if he's going to get his usual workload. And again, he's had a few big plays here and there, but, this isn't Jamal Charles. It's not a guy that, is going to go 12 for, 90 and a touchdown. He's going to need volume. And if Breida keeps getting more touches, it's going to be hard to feel comfortable with him as an RB2.
Yeah, it was definitely his biggest down game of the season. If he's still dealing with some injuries, I get it. This is also a game like we talked about, with George Kittle on this tight end start. Is the Niners are big underdogs. If this game gets sideways, if they're down 2 touchdowns, they might bring in more passing down. They might be chucking it more, and it could also hurt Carlos Hyde. So I get it. Like, he's a guy that I'm probably going to be playing in most leagues just because I don't go heavy on running backs. But if you have talent and you have Devonta Freeman and a Leonard Fournette or names like that, like I would completely understand trying to avoid him. Maybe even like an Elijah McGuire or in PPR, Andre Ellington could provide a little more safety. So those are a couple names to check out. So make sure you are subscribed to our channel here at YouTube. We are here every Monday and Wednesday night breaking it all down for you, as well as these videos. We are also on iTunes, so if you prefer to listen to the pod that way, check us out. Subscribe. While you're there, please rate and review the show. Give us 5 stars. It really does do a lot for us. But for Damian Dabrowski, I'm Kyle Robert, and we'll talk to you guys next time.